Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of the Hobbyist Game Guys podcast. I am your host, Noah, joined by my good friend and co-host,
Jack.
And this is the second time I'm recording that because I messed up the first one.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? It's been a while since we've recorded. A little bit of time since the last episode came out as well.
Everything has been going well. Actually, I'm an old man. I throw my back. But other than that, life's good. Playing some games.
Yeah, I think we have a lot to talk to because our last episode we recorded was the Mario one, March 10th, which was 2 weeks ago. So there's been some updates on both of our sides in terms of what we've been playing. So how do you want to do this? Who do you want to go first? I feel like we need to bring a D20 into this at some point.
Yes. Oh, man, rolling it up. Maybe in the future.
Oh, but
today.
Before we begin, the brief overview of the show. If you're new here, this is a show where we talk about D&D, video games, all things nerdy and hobby. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's maybe some other weird stuff or that fall within the realm of hobbies.
Yeah, exactly. But those are our main hobbies. But without further ado, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, man, as much as I complained about it before, I've really gotten deep into the 40K Rogue Trader computer RPG.
Nice.
Okay. It's so what is it? Owlbear games?
Owlcat
games.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's just that really intense style of the little statistics and the playing around. And if you do this many attacks, that'll give you a benefit of plus a little bit of crit, blah, blah, blah. And then you can, it's these stacking of abilities and sort of overly complex, but I just sat down one day and was like, I'm getting into it. Like, I'm learning it. I'm learning the classes. I didn't go on the internet too much because looking up builds like that to me is like really when the game feels like work, it feels like I'm doing a research project, then it's not worth it.
That's full sicko mode.
Yeah, but I've been really enjoying it. I went through it super far, and then I hit a point where I was like, I might as well get the DLC because there's DLC. And I was in like I think it's 5 acts in this thing, so I'm in the 4th act. And then this friggin' DLC totally screwed it, it put itself in the game, like where I was.
It's not like post-game content.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I was like, and it's like making me do these weird quests that are like so not in the zone of like what I was doing. I was like, I'm just going to start from scratch because I have a good handle on the game. Mm-hmm. Let's go. So it's been a blast. Really enjoyed it. It took me like 100 hours to figure out that you can change cosmetics on your
God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's been a long time. Anyway, so that's the gist of it. What about you?
So that's been taking all of your time, basically 100 hours.
when your back is out and you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
That's it. Just
you're in some sort of ergonomic chair or something.
I've got my heating pack going 24/7. Even now, like my back's pretty much better, but heat pack on maximum heat, and they might tell you that you should take it off sometimes. Fuck it. 100% heat, 100% of the time, and then occasionally get up and walk around.
Nice.
And, let the dog out for a pee.
And then go back to Rogue Trader.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome. For me, so if you've been following the show for a little bit, I got my new PC. And yeah, exactly. And with that comes not only just the ability to play new and different games that I hadn't been able to play before due to power constraints, but also returning to certain titles that maybe benefit from having a high-power PC. And I have to say, I'm back into Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, boy!
And the main reason was because I had started my honor, so I beat the game once. I started an honor mode run, made it into the 2nd act on my old, gaming laptop. And it was just such a chore to sit at the gaming laptop and have it be 1,000 degrees and just, not be able to shitty frame rate, low quality textures. So, I put it down and that's when I got out of it. And I was like, you know what? I want to see what it's meant to look like, what, large draw distances and the hair textures and all that stuff. And man, oh man, it looks freaking good. It looks
a gorgeous game.
So good with high graphics, playing on max settings. I'm getting 150 FPS, which is
wow,
just insane.
Wow.
Fireballs don't cast fireball on my computer. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what Baldur's Gate 3 is, it's another computer RPG made by Larian Studios. It was very popular game over the past 3 years. Almost 3 years in full release. So yeah, I'm doing my honor mode run. So what that means is, if your whole party dies, you lose the run, and it's over. So I find though, so I'm just being honest. I'm 100% using guides, builds, like everything, because I'm like, I'm doing this once. I'm not gonna mess it up. And if I do, I will cry. And I don't want to, just like go off the top of my head and just die in, second act or third act or to some bullshit. So I'm using all the overpowered builds. I've got my throwing Eldritch Knight. I've got my College of Swords Bard as well.
Nice.
And what else we got? We got the Abjuration Wizard in there for like pure tankiness. And we've got the Light Cleric for just massive damage.
Light Cleric is, I love the Light Cleric, like in D&D and also in in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's also playing it in D&D, it's also super fun because it's just like a really easy thing to like, okay, I'm playing like a good, I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a good aligned, Light Cleric, I guess, but you're usually lawful, you're usually playing some holy, person.
Like you could always be like, the fires of hell, I guess would be your cleric as well. You could do that.
That would feel weird. But anyway, so I'm deep in. I'm almost done Act 2. So
awesome.
Which is probably the best act.
Yeah, it all depends. You know what? They did a great job of breaking it up. And the third act, yes, it opens up, and I think the first time you get to Act 3, your first run,
because
it's
so overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, and the same with Divinity games. Like the last act where it opens up, it's like, what is going on? But the second time you go through it, you're like, you know what you want to do, and it actually is feels a little nicer, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful about what I do because like in certain orders there are some crazy fights in that third act. So I guess this is like a spoiler warning. So if you haven't played and you're planning on playing, just skip ahead. I'll leave chapter markers, I guess, in the
nice
episode.
Very
notes.
kind of you.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so one that comes to mind is that like prison break sequence in the third, like the underground or underwater prison thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That is so hard. And also the fighting that wizard dude in the wizard tower. Oh my god, some of those fights are just ridiculous. I remember like playing them over and over again in tactician mode. So I'm like, you don't actually have to do all of them like to complete the game. In fact, a lot of them are optional. So I'm like, we're going to just follow a guide, go through it very meticulously, and make sure that we don't mess this up. Because I want those gold dice, baby. I want those gold dice.
Let me tell you, getting those gold dice was a proud moment of my life. Oh, man. So what's, I must ask, you said that was your party, but what's your main, your guy?
So my main character is the bard, the College of Swords bard.
Okay.
Because I wanted to play a face class, like a charisma-based class, so getting through a lot of the Act 2 bosses you can do with just dialogue checks and like get them to kill themselves, which is hilarious.
It is funny.
Yeah, so like doing all and like getting through all those without having to like do the hard combats, great. It's always easy to have, being able to talk yourself out of bad situations if you like, because the game, while it's great, it does have bugs, it does have issues where like the game will think you're doing something you're not, or you click on something and it's just like, oh, they think you're stealing, and now you so just being able to talk yourself, especially in the first act when you're not that strong, you need to be able exactly. The first act, I think that must be the hardest, because I breezed through Act 2. Like my characters are so strong.
It's so much of it is build dependent. Like everyone has a different experience. But like some people are like, that was the hardest fight, and it's like, what are you talking about? That was a cakewalk. And then the vice versa for another boss or something.
Yeah. So one that I was worried about in Act 2, and again, this is a little spoiler, is doing that Halcyon beach fight where you're defending the gate from like waves of enemies. I remember doing that in my first playthrough and having to redo it so many times. I'm like, I have one shot at this. I watched a YouTube video on like how to cheese the shit out of the fight. It's hilarious. You're just like pouring water all over the entire beach all the way up.
Oh my God.
You use an ice arrow to just create it. It's all icy. You're standing up on the rocks, and then you just do like 2 crowd control spells. up where all the enemies spawn.
Yeah.
It's just like a meat grinder. They just go through, they fall, they die, they die. And like I did see that there were some glitches that like if you kill all the enemies at any point, like you might glitch it, and I was a little worried about doing too much damage. But thankfully, no glitches, no like weird thing where like Halcyon doesn't come out of the portal.
Oh Jesus, that'd be rough.
Anyway, I don't need to go into too much more because I can talk about it forever. But that's a great game to return to with high graphics, and you know, you can do so many different runs. Like I could see myself in the future, not immediately after this, but like doing a Dark Urge run because I've never done the Dark Urge.
It's incredible, 100% worth it, and it's okay. If you haven't played the other Baldur's Gates, eh? Or did you play two?
I played a bit of one. I didn't get that far into it.
So to me, it's like the more canonical actual story.
Yeah.
It's like, but either way, it's an amazing game. Like, but it is very fun to do. And what I would suggest doing, and I mean this, if we can figure it out, is we do a 2-man honor run. But here's what we do: make it extra hard on us. We don't use any bullshit characters. We have R2, and then we somehow, using like a mod or something, have 4 custom characters, like just them. The party members can sit in the camp and jabber on whatever, but we just choose our guys, and it would be awesome. That would be so fun to do. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would probably catch me by surprise with a lot of the Dark Urge stuff because I've never done it. So yeah, I'm down. But outside of that, also another game that I got back into just a little bit with one of my friends was getting back into Helldivers 2.
Oh,
which is nice. I'm not good at shooters, man, but you know what? It's fun. Like I don't mind being the guy with the lowest score every mission. I don't care.
Whatever.
I'm there to contribute. Like that, I do the best I can. I probably choose like the non-meta guns or whatever because I don't know and I don't care. I'm like, oh, this one feels good. Like I'll use that. It's fun though. It's fun to have like a multiplayer shooter to like drop into every once in a while.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it is. That's one of those games that I've we got into it at the start at the same time, and then I played the shit out of it for a while, and it's like we took a couple weeks we didn't play, and then we came and I was like way over leveled. It was like
you went deep. I'm still like because I took a long break because again not being able to really run it on the computer, it was super glitchy. Sometimes I'd get like bumped out of the game and stuff. So I was like, hey, it's not really the way it's meant to be played. No. But now, oh baby, it looks good. All the rain particles, a lot of fire. Yeah, those two games have that in common, I guess.
Yes. I find it's funny that fire does indeed melt the computer.
Yeah.
And if a laptop, you'll melt your freaking fingers off. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah. I might download it so we can play.
You should, yeah. I mean, you'll probably be way over leveled. I think I'm level like 15 or something low like that. But
yeah, it's fun though, even because you can do bring you into like a slightly, in between level.
Yeah.
So it'd be harder for you a little bit, but we can kick its ass.
I think I'm doing like challenging is like the tier I'm on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I was definitely on like double, triple suicide Helldiver mode or whatever it is by the end.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anything else you've been playing, or should we take our first break of the episode?
Oh, let's take a break.
Okay, we'll take our first break. We'll come right back. We're gonna go into some more D&D stuff. All
Nerds.
Right. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with our next part of the show. We're going to be talking about some D&D stuff, and specifically times where we've maybe been DMing and messed up, aka
DM do-overs.
Do-over. Yeah, I think if you've DM'd long enough, you inevitably come upon many moments where you're like, man, I wish I could roll that back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So in order to dissect some moments from maybe recent games that we've played or previous, games in the past, let's roll a d20. You go first. Do you get to add your real life dex score to this?
Well, I just hurt my back, so mine's probably like -1. But I got 19.
Wow. -1?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever.
I don't know what I think my real world dex score is probably like a +0. So. That's not great. That's a 9.
That's a 9 plus
right.
0.
Well, you go first then.
Okay, yeah. So my DM do-over. So this last weekend, a couple days ago, playing our campaign, The Lost City, which is an old school it's a reimagining of an old school campaign. I don't think it's an actual TSR one. It's like a third party. Anyway,
But built for
yes,
edition.
yes, they redid it for fifth edition. Some company, I forget the company. I should shout them out because I really appreciate that. I like that kind of bringing the nostalgic OGs back. But
Yeah,
anyway,
the art style is really cool. It's like the kind of like old school art styles
Yep.
and stuff, black and white.
yes,
It's a nice book.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Very like dungeon crawly, like it is pretty much in a pyramid. Which I'm a fan of because I like monsters, I like combat, but it gives enough other stuff to make it fun, you know, and it leaves a lot open for interpretation. But moving past this, I got to a point where some of the fifth level down, let's say, in this pyramid, I was like, I need to spice things up a little bit because it didn't like I wanted to sort of incorporate more boss encounters, things of that nature, which are a little bit lacking in it. So I sort of did like a homebrew mashup with what was in the book, and it was actually going well and it was enjoyable. There was a big room. I was like, all right, it's all gonna accumulate at this big boss room battle. You know, I got a big mini printed for the fight and everything, and it got quite a bit of debris and walls and things like that printed as well. Barrels and crates and
it's very Baldur's Gate 3 actually.
Yes, yeah. So it was like I want to utilize all this. So have like one of those drawing mats. So draw a big rectangular room, put a couple walls, and then it's a huge area to fight in. And I'm laying everything out like I'm building a little Lego set, and I'm putting the walls together. Everyone's, waiting and chatting. Typical downtime, whatever. And then they kind of like start the fight. And I was like, okay, this is fine. The fight kind of was a little funny because everyone has enough range stuff that no one had to like use the whole room. Like it was really, everyone sort of stayed on the first part of the one wall, which was fine because that's D&D. You fight whatever way makes sense to you. But that's not what got me. What got me is I totally shit the bed on the atmosphere, on the explanation of this is a big room filled with, this is on the walls, this is what it feels like. And I said it at the end just because of like shit. Like, okay, by the way, this room was like a temple that was converted into sort of a more satanic style temple with like some makeshift walls and barricades, things like that. But it was like I didn't put the atmosphere up front, which is what you want. Otherwise, it's just like, all right, you walk in and everyone's sitting around. All right, so I'm looking at a map and I'm playing a game. It's very, you need to have the atmosphere built up. You need that immersion, and immersion is friggin' key to everything. If I'm not immersed, I might as well just not play.
I think that's one of the downsides of using a map and minis, and like it is very fun, but it does almost become, I mean, it is a game, but it does make you feel like you're just playing a board game, and what you see is the game, and you kind of lose some of that imagination side of things that is so often rich and flavorful in D&D. It can be hard to like balance that,
I think it's just a typical, like the rule of thumb being you walk in somewhere, boom. What does it look like? What's it smell like? What's it taste like? What is the feel? How many people are in the room? Things of that nature. And you give that flavor information. And being a DM, you got so much to worry about that sometimes, and that's like pretty simple DM stuff, right? It's like you walk in, you explain. You explain what's going on. But I was sort of like, oh, this combat's going to be, there's a lot going on. I've got 8 characters to control. One of them's a wizard. And there's also like a countdown going on. And I designed it myself. So I'm like, the rules are in my head, not written down, which is usually, I'll take notes usually for myself, but I'm not going to write an essay about it. So, your head is in the battle and not necessarily in being the DM who is the orchestrate. You're orchestrating everything. You're the orchestrator of the immersion. Yeah. So rule of thumb, next time you open a door, I'm going to explain exactly what you're seeing, exactly what it feels like, and try to put you there as much as I can, because that's tough sometimes.
Yeah, one of the best notes I got from, I don't know, some YouTube video at some point was like, yeah, description, not just what you see, but yeah, all five senses. Like, what do you smell? What do you feel? What do you see? Like,
Yep.
and what is the atmosphere? Like, that kind of description can really go a long way.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's big, but yeah, this is like a small one. I think it was an enjoyable time anyway. But it just like to me, it was like more on, I think more for me than anything else. I was like, fuck, there was more to this than what I laid out a lot and I didn't deliver on what I had intended. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
I mean, from my end, as a player in that game, there was a creepy ritual going on in the back. Yeah, maybe I didn't get the sense that it was like a desecrated temple per se. It just was like a ritual room.
Yeah.
Like that was my idea. Like this
Yep.
was purpose built to be a ritual room, which I guess in a way it was, but I
Kind
didn't
of,
get
yeah.
the sense that it was like a desecrated temple. But when you've got a room full of enemies and bad guys and stuff, like you want to just roll initiative. Sometimes you don't
Yeah.
necessarily. Okay, thank you, let's
Yeah.
go.
No, that's fair. Very fair. Anyway, that was mine. So go ahead.
With my low initiative of 9. So yeah, I've got a couple of examples. One where everything turned out well, but I think could have been better with, I guess, just being a bit more, I don't know, comfortable or having some more tools at my disposal. So this was in a game that I was running online, all homebrew. This was like my masterpiece. It wasn't really a masterpiece. It was pretty much my first homebrew campaign ever. It did finish. Everybody had a good time with it. Could I have done a lot better? For sure. But it was it was a really good, great learning curve. Put it on the t-shirt. But there was one session where there was some intrigue going on in a city, and my players wanted to try to basically like find one of the main actors, or the right-hand guy to this. They were suspicious of like an archmage.
Okay.
So they're like, okay, let's find his right-hand man. And they're like, well, where is he gonna be? And I was like, this is all off the top of my head. I'm like, he's in the club, like he's basically like in a magical club. So the whole session was them like infiltrating this club and having to like get into the VIP area and like not being suspicious and not like drawing unwanted attention. And it was super duper fun. Probably one of my favorite sessions from the whole campaign. The only thing is like I didn't have anything prepared, which fair enough. There's going to be times where that happens.
Yeah.
But just having like some stat blocks or like what happens if they get caught, right? Like is it just and this is one of my gripes with like D&D is like guards are useless once you get past like 3rd level. Like they're so weak. You can throw like 1,000 guards at a party and like nothing will happen because they have AC like 16 AC and like 15 hit points. Like, they don't do anything. So maybe that's on me. Maybe there's better ways to run guards, more tactical with like nets and pikes and whatever else. You could do it like that, or just having better stat blocks, or like maybe he's got his archmage, he's got like his mage cronies there as well. But like obviously I didn't have anything prepared for this because like I was not expecting them to go after this route. Like and it was almost like in my mind this could have been like an amazing like John Wick fight scene, like in a club, music's blaring, like spells are flying, fireballs are going off, like
that would be cool,
but and instead it was still really fun, and they still like found the cronies of the archmage dude, and they like attacked them in the bathroom and like ganked them and abducted them and like
that's great.
Took them, interrogated them. Anyway, it was still really, really fun. But I think like if you're gonna have these kinds of locations in your city, you gotta just flesh out a little bit. Just and I don't think you need to plan so much, but just have like a few tools in your toolkit to like, okay, I can create an encounter on the fly because I have a couple of stat blocks and a rough idea of what this would look like.
For sure. Yeah. And when it comes to stat blocks, that is a funny thing because like with our campaign, you guys got so strong so fast, which was my fault.
Well, you did give us a free feat
yes,
at level 1.
But I think feats are fun. So
they're fun. They're just also make you strong.
They make you strong, but you guys have good armor too, and
the +1
tanky.
plate on the cleric.
And just like, but also your guys are dealing good damage. But it's like stat blocks. I just started being like, this guy has triple the HP. It says like triple because otherwise futile. Like, what's the point of even having a fight?
That's fine. Like, I think,
Yeah.
rebalancing on the fly is totally okay. But I think, just that's something that I can get better at, is like having, things to slot in like in a
Yep.
pinch, especially for a homebrew game. Like running
Yeah.
the Tomb of Annihilation as we are right now, or as I am, like, that's fine. I don't really need that because it's all in the book, right?
Yeah.
But next time, hopefully in the future, I'll be running another homebrew game, and that'll be something that I'll try to focus on, like kind of almost like modular world building, like just stuff you can slot in like in a pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. And for sure. I like it. It's preparation is key. Homebrew is
But
so
not too much
preparation, because when things go off the rails,
that's it. But
you're boned.
and also, like, you just don't have infinite time to like be like, okay, I have built a map for every building in this village, and I know that there's 90 people who live here, and they all have names and backstories.
Yeah,
no, it's like, holy cow, that's not it for me.
No, nor I. Like, it's fun, like homebrew, like you make a little story and whatnot, and then you kind of flesh it out as you go. That's why your goblin character's name is Goblor, because it's the first thing that came to your head when you talk to him, like that, and that stuff's fun as well.
I love creating, dumb names on the fly. Like, it's stupid, but it's fun.
One day we'll be retired and we can get some serious homebrew games going and be like,
something to look forward to, I guess. But that's it for our DM do-overs. Let's take a little break and we'll come back with the next part of the show.
Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. So the next part of the show, we wanted to talk about, we're on this D&D train. We talked about Baldur's Gate 3, and it just got me thinking, like, and I've had a lot of people approach me about this, which is like, hey, I want to get into D&D, or I want to get into any other system. How do I do it? How do I start playing? And I think that can be a huge barrier to overcome for a lot of people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I thought we would maybe talk about how we individually got into it, and then talk about like tips or whatever other ideas you have for people who are like, I want to play D&D because I love Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't know anybody.
Yeah, which is that's a giant hurdle, which I don't necessarily have a solution for.
I mean, I have some suggestions. They're kind of generic, but obviously case by case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You first.
Sure. So I have it's kind of funny because if I had known about D&D when I was in elementary school, I would have gotten into it then, because I was playing, whatever board games or anything with my friends, and we literally one time, like, basically created our own RPG. Like, we drew out maps. We had like little monster cards and item cards and like stats on them and stuff. None of it made any sense. I'm sure there was not balanced at all. We never played it. It was more about like, and it was all hand drawn on paper. I think I still have it somewhere.
Very cool.
And like, it just, like, I was in that realm of like wanting to play, like a fantasy RPG basically, but I didn't know about it. I didn't know that there was a thing that existed called D&D. I just didn't come up. So, we invented our own stuff. So the desire was always there. And then I guess probably in university, I'll probably credit it to Critical Role, I think, because I'm sure I just caught, one of their episodes on YouTube and was like, what is this? I've heard of Dungeons and Dragons. I've never, probably from like Community,
Yeah.
There's a few shows where like they had, or Freaks and Geeks was another one. Modern days, I guess, like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always been like in the background of shows and in certain episodes. I'm like, that looks really fun. It just looks so complicated. They all have these books and the dice, and like, I don't know anything about it. But yeah, then like, I saw an episode of Critical Role. I'm like, wow, these are amazing actors. Like, this looks so fun. Obviously, when you do start playing, if all you know is Critical Role, your experience may vary because you are not a professional voice actor. But that being said, I was into it, and I think someone gave me a gift of like the D&D 5th edition starter set.
Oh, that's a good gift.
It's a great gift.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was like, hey, my friends who are just like my general friends, let's all play. And not everybody is like, a D&D
A
gamer,
nerd.
you know, like they're, you know, and I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to be a serious game, but I didn't want it to be like, I'm going to cut the goblin's dick off and feed it
Yeah.
to him. Like
Yeah. The
that
bullshit.
stuff is just, that's not for me, you know, maybe at like a bachelor party or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, so that game, you know, quickly died out. And then I think the real resurgence was when I was in university,
Hmm.
in my last year of undergrad, and I don't know, I just found a local game shop in the where I was living and went in and was like, I don't know anything, like I want to play.
Awesome.
And it was like Adventurers League, so which is like
Okay.
its own thing, which it is a good suggestion, I think, for starting to play. It's a little bit, it's
Mhm.
got its own kind of sub rules and stuff. I don't know if you've
Yep.
ever done an Adventurers League
I have
thing.
not.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of like, I mean, it's a league, so, but it's kind of a way to make it so that your character is kind of standardized and it's all tracked. So you could take your
Mm.
character to any table and you can be like, hey, this character is legit because this DM with this code or whatever tracked it. And, you know,
Wow. Okay.
so you can't just be like, I have a +4 Vorpal sword. And
Yeah.
you'll be like, yeah, no, that DM didn't give you that. So yeah, it's kind of like a cool thing, and they usually go off of like a seasonal base where it's like, okay,
Hmm.
we're doing a Tomb of Annihilation, you know, season, and it's not just the generic module; it's like split up for that purpose into like certain chunks, you know.
Yep. Fair enough.
So it's really cool. So that was me really just like diving into it. Knew nothing. I played a druid. I played a moon druid, you
Nice.
know, transforming into whatever beasts. And I didn't have any stat blocks for beasts or anything. I didn't even know I could find it on my phone. And like, you know,
Uh,
the guys who were the more veterans there were like, hey, you know, you can turn into like a giant octopus if you want. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
awesome.
So, you know, it was honestly, it was a great group. And the only reason I stopped going there was because I moved back, you know,
Mm.
to the city where we live.
Yes.
But I think that that was pretty much, yeah, my kind of origin story. After that, you know, I think COVID really, in a way, helped me get really back into it again
Hmm.
because I had friends online who were like, hey, do you want to play?
Yeah.
You know, and then that was getting into the online stuff. I started my own campaign and it just kind of blossomed from there.
Yeah. That's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
How about you?
I like very proactive of you, like really searching it out, which is
Well, I
nice.
think, yeah, if you don't, I mean, it's, you know, if you don't know a DM or if you don't know anybody who's into it, like, you just got to
Oh
go
yeah.
find it.
Yep, for sure. My story is a little bit more straightforward. I do want to bring something up first, though, which is like as I got older, and even like one of the things which broke down, I had like a mental thing like people that play D&D are smelly hobby store enthusiasts, which is true
Some
sometimes.
are.
But it reminded me of the kids in my high school. There were the Yu-Gi-Oh kids,
Mm.
and they were like the oddballs of the strangest oddballs that existed. Like they were the 1% of the 1% of freaks and geeks. And I associated it with that, even that's not what they were doing, but it's like, that was the sphere I sort of thought. And I'm like, I don't want to get into that. It's a little bit too strange for me.
Hmm.
But then as over time, I realized that every single video game is trying to be D&D all the time. Like you realize that the Doom, like the original Doom, is essentially based off of their Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Same with Quake.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, with the nerdy developers, like metal bands like Metallica, like they had, you know, their former bassist, deceased Cliff Burton, was like writing these like songs like Call of Cthulhu and stuff, and that's, you know, based on H.P. Lovecraft, but also based on literally a Cthulhu D&D book that
Hmm.
he would play, you know, and it's like, oh, so like everyone's a nerd. Everyone's into this stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, things I like are Dungeons and Dragons already. You know, the stat blocks for any, or not stat blocks, but like the way stats work in most video games, you know, it's
Yeah, it's
for
all
RPGs,
done
it's
behind the
this,
scenes, but
yeah.
it's like usually it's some sort of calculation, you know, to see what works and what doesn't work in these games.
Exactly. So anyway, when I figured that out, probably in university because I'm slow, I was like, oh, this is like fine. I was okay with the idea of eventually playing it, but I didn't have the group, didn't have that. Eventually, I lived in a house with a couple guys, and we had a friend who was very, very big into like D&D, but like Warhammer 40K. Like he had all the essential books and everything like that.
He was drowning in plastic.
Exactly. So, and also, Stranger Things was out, and it was like the first season, and it was like, all right, let's like give it a go. I was like, I'm excited. And I was doing the research, and he brought like a book, and it was like, we played, I think, like a one-off, and I was an Asmar barbarian. I remember very well.
Cool.
And we're drinking. It was like drinking at a house during the day, and then it goes into nighttime, and it was fun. Like, it was a very good time. And then I realized, oh my God, all the custom characters I've ever made in video games, I can just make in this. So I was a Drow Paladin almost immediately for like years. Yeah, shout out to Crew the Nightbreaker. Yeah, just starting with someone who knows stuff, and then all of us, because we're like-minded people that lived in this house, good friends, and like other friends around, would meet up and we'd play, and we started campaigns, and we all just were like, we bought in. It's like, buy the goddamn handbook, and then from there really digest it and learn it. That was the big thing, because I talked about it many times, getting into things is hard and I don't like it, but I was like, I'm committed to this. This is fun. I enjoy this. I'm gonna purchase the friggin' thing, and then I'm gonna really get into the meat of it. And just like, you could spend time on just the weapons page, like looking, oh, this is what these effects do and things like that. It's so interesting. So I just jumped into it. I already had people that wanted to play. So it was like, and that's, we've been playing together for like over 10 years now.
So that's like the best case, right? Where you have people who already know the game. You can kind of jump in. I mean, best case is there's a DM who, wants to run a campaign and invites you. Like, you can't get it handed on a silver platter more than that.
Oh, that's, pretty much it was ideal. Like, you guys want to play, excellent. And we also, I guess he had the issue that you were talking about of, stupid people wanting to do dumb things in the game. And when I say stupid people, I mean people not acting stupid in the game, like not taking it seriously.
I'm all for people being silly in character, and not just to like make a meme out of the game.
Yes, or treat it like a pure video game as well.
Yeah, the both ends of it. I don't want to see that, but. Yeah, so I have a few ideas for people who want to get into the game, a few tips, tricks, and just to make your life a bit easier. So if you're somebody who wants to play a D&D and you don't know anybody who plays, that's kind of like worst case scenario, right? You don't know how to play, you want to play, and you don't know anybody who plays. So yeah, you can, find your local game store of choice, look up their website, call them, whatever, find when they're doing like newbie night or like level 1 night or whatever it is, and you can go and you can play. It's probably not going to be the best experience, just being honest, because you're playing with strangers, and playing D&D with strangers is like kind of like casual sex.
Wow, that's the last thing I thought you were going to say. That's so funny. Okay.
You're just not on the same wavelength.
Oh my
it's like
God.
you're uncomfortable, you're unfamiliar. Like, can I do that? Like, there's.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of allegories to be drawn.
I definitely get where you're coming from on this. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Funny. So and yeah, I've done it before. The D&D with strangers. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my God. So yeah, with that, it's probably not going to be the best experience. Just putting it bluntly, you might get really lucky. You might find people like who are really cool and awesome, and then maybe you'll go and start your own home game or something with them, and that'll be fun. You can listen to actual play podcasts. I think that's a good just starting. Like, hey, find a good one. You can do Critical Role, Not Another D&D Podcast, Dimension 20, like whatever you want. Find one with a good DM, like a story that's engaging, and you'll pick up a little bit on how the game flows. Maybe not all the rules, but like you'll get a sense of like, oh, okay, you say what you want to do, and then the DM tells you what check you need to make or what roll you need to make. So you'll get a sense of like how the game actually flows. Outside of that, this is the hard mode. But the most rewarding mode, which is learning how to DM or just trying to DM and getting your nerdy friends who want to play and not make a joke about it, and getting a starter set and just being like, okay, I have listened to a couple episodes of Critical Role. I get a sense of how this game works, and we're going to just play. And it's going to be bad, and we're going to make stuff up. And don't get too bogged down on the rules, because you're going to make mistakes. And you're going to learn from them, and that's okay. So just start. And if you're the person who's the DM, you have all the power, and you have everybody loves you because you're the one who's bringing the game to them. And you get to play all the monsters and all the NPCs, and you can get a sense for what sort of combat stuff you like or role playing and all that stuff. And that's hard. That's hard. I'm not saying that's easy, but that would be like the hard suggestion.
Yeah, it's like they're playing an RPG and you're playing a God game. That's
Yeah.
kind of how it feels.
Yeah, and it's kind of good because you root for their success, but you also kind of have a sixth sense when you get to kill them.
Yeah, if someone pisses you off, actually kill them in the game. It's nice.
Yeah, we can talk about player character death, in another time. But
Yeah.
Do I have any other suggestions? Obviously, play Baldur's Gate 3.
That would
do that.
Honestly, it's a huge leg up for newbies because like you will understand the combat mechanics. It'll show you the roles it'll show you the roles basically.
Yeah.
And it'll make a lot more sense than when you just sit down with a piece of paper and it's like, what do you want to do? Because that's really how it should be. The DM is like, the world is your oyster. Do what you want. Try to do things.
Yeah. If you're doing a starter set of if you either do the Lost Mines of Phandelver or one of the newer ones, I don't remember the names. They're pretty good. Like I think the newer ones have a better, more fleshed out books for you and stuff, and it kind of walks you through it, and it's like, okay, here's your starting quest. Then you can have like 2 or 3 quest options and like kind of go from there. And they're pretty good, honestly. They're pretty good for like beginner DMs.
Nice.
But yeah, get a sense of the game from a podcast, a video game, a TV show, like whatever it is, and then try to jump into it a bit more.
Yeah.
What else? You have any other suggestions?
Listen to DM It All on YouTube because it's just a really good history of D&D and will maybe enlighten you on some mechanics and why things are done in certain ways as well.
There's so many like good YouTube channels.
There's a lot. I just love that one.
Yeah, there's one new channel that I think it's called maybe like DM University or something. Anyway, it's a guy who like literally made his first YouTube video ever on that channel and got like 200,000 views. Like,
wow.
Just blew up with like good production quality, good like
Nice.
tips, like high and it's just, and he put out to another video, also blew up, and I was like, you just came from nothing and just like getting crazy. Anyway,
That's
he deserves it though. He's fantastic. Cool. Anyway, let's take another break, and we'll get to our last part of the show where we do some more D&D 20 questions.
Dum dum dum.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the last segment of today's episode. We're gonna do some more D&D 20 questions.
Indeed.
You want to roll for it?
All right. 10.
Of course I dropped it.
You know what? That counts as 1.
Okay. All right. So does that mean you're guessing first or?
Fine, I'll guess first.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is it humanoid?
No.
Shit. Is it a fiend?
God. No.
Is it an aberration?
No.
Is it a monstrosity?
Yes.
Is it an owl bear?
No. You're just going in with the raw guesses.
Oh, man. Okay. Blanking out a little bit. Okay. It's monstrosity. Is it a large creature?
Yes.
Okay. Is it an owl bear? No. What else is monstrosity?
Or as the guy in Baldur's Gate 3 says, an oil bear.
An oil bear. Yeah. Does it have claws?
Yeah.
Does it fly?
No.
Does it burrow underground?
No.
I'm not sure how that was going to help me anyway.
Your Underdark monsters at all?
Yeah, I could think of the one that burrows. The Burlet?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like
that. Burlet.
Yeah, Burlet. Yeah, whatever. Now, I'm mixing up like between a monstrosity and aberration because they're so, in my mind, like similar.
Mm-hmm.
Does it live in darkness?
Good question. I would say darkness is its general vibe.
Okay.
General vibe. It's not like born in the darkness. Like, it's not like, Batman.
Okay.
That's free.
Yeah. Okay. Does it have 2 eyes?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I believe so.
That makes us harder, I think.
11 questions in, everybody.
Does it have a beak?
No.
Does it have fangs?
Yeah.
So it has fangs. It's monstrosity. It has 2 eyes. It likes the darkness, but it doesn't necessarily love the darkness. But it spends some time there.
Yeah. Vacations there.
Monstrosity. Doesn't have a beak. That's real tough.
What else could it have? Well, you know it has fangs.
Does it have a tail?
Yeah.
Man, all of your answers are so clouded with.
I'll give you. This is a little help. I'll give you a little help action. It might have more than one tail.
Oh, can it teleport?
No.
Can it project itself?
Yes.
Oh, what's it called? Is it a displacer beast?
It is.
Oh man,
Woo!
that was big help action. I won't take too much credit for that one.
You were going down the right path. You know, you got it.
Yeah, monstrosity is so.
It's hard.
Big.
It's hard.
But it's just like fiend. It's like there's so many things which fit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if we get nightmared again.
I hope not. All right, give her.
Okay. Is it bigger than a medium creature, meaning large or greater?
No.
Okay. So it's medium or smaller. Is it humanoid?
No.
Okay. Is it a classic D&D creature?
I think so. I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
That might come back to bite me.
You know what? Just in regard to the is it humanoid? Depending on which you say, it is.
Well, it might not be humanoid by stat block, but it is humanoid in shape.
It is humanoid. I'm gonna say, it is a humanoid.
Okay. And where did we land on the classic D&D creature?
I'm gonna say it is.
Okay. Is it in the Lord of the Rings?
No, unless I'm out to lunch here. I did not.
All right. Okay. It is humanoid with a lot of humming and hawing. Okay. Is it evil aligned?
Yep.
Okay. Is it an underdark creature?
That's like, I thought this would be easier. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, so it's not a drow, is what we're getting.
No.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay. Because that would be pretty drow-esque to be an underdark creature. I wonder if you would scream me with like a hobgoblin or something. Is it a hobgoblin?
It's not.
Okay. Is it... So it's not goblinoid at all.
It is goblinoid.
It is goblinoid.
So that is what was messing with me.
Okay,
because
it's humanoid, but
it's humanoid, but it's goblinoid.
Okay.
And I was like,
Okay, so it's goblinoid.
Yes.
Oh no, is it like a specific it's a it's a goblin mage?
No.
Okay.
It's not a weird bullshit like that. I'm gonna give you that as a question.
Okay. Okay.
It definitely, when you were saying is it an underdark creature, it definitely can live underground. You might find them there, but it's not like exclusively such a creature. That might not help you. That might only confuse you.
Are gnomes goblins? No, they're not. They're gnomes. We answered that one ourselves.
A gnome would be so offended.
Okay, is it a goblin blank? Like, is it a goblin?
Nope.
Okay, it's not like a goblin war chief, goblin mage. Okay. Nope. Draw Ragsland. Is it? No, that's obviously not Draw Ragsland. He's a hobgoblin anyway, I think.
I'm gonna say you're hot though.
Hot. I'm hot with Draw Ragsland.
No, you're hot with your general direction.
Right. What do I know about goblins? Is it a CR2 or lower?
Oh, it's I'll tell you straight up. CR1.
CR1. Is it a generic creature or is it like this is a guy, this is a proper name guy?
No, it's a generic creature. Maybe you should ask what it looks like more.
Well, you said it's goblinoid.
Well, that's very, very derogatory.
Is it?
Perhaps.
Does it wield a weapon?
Usually, yeah. Everyone I've ever seen has been wielding a weapon.
Okay. So it's not really a goblin, but it's not a hobgoblin. What's the other type of... Is there another type of goblin thing that it could be? Probably. And it probably is that.
Mm-hmm. You want a small hint? Not a business, very, very small hint.
Sure.
It's definitely in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, I was actually going to guess. I was going to ask that. So
okay, well, that one's for free. Freebie.
So Okay, let's think about this. It's a CR1. That's higher than most of the little guys. Wait, it's not like an... Is it an ogre?
Nope.
Shit. I don't even know if those are goblinoids. What are they? Is it a troll?
Nope.
Are you trolling me?
No. This this is not a nightmare situation.
It's gonna be one. It's gonna be in my nightmares. Is it in the goblin camp in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yep. There's definitely at least one.
Okay. Is it like in the above ground area in the goblins camp in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yes.
And I already guessed an ogre because there's the big, that's an ogre, right? That was a big ogre there.
Yeah. You're hot. It's there.
Are chickens goblin?
I'm not going to count that as a question.
CR1 chicken. So what's up there? So you got, it's just all freaking, it's like Goblin Warlock.
Yep.
And it's not one of those things you
Nope.
already said. What else is up
Oh,
there?
man. Some people are going to be screaming.
I've cleared the Goblin camp so many times.
Yeah.
And I've cleared that upstairs area there.
It's like so in front of you, in front of your face right now.
Oh, it's not a knoll.
No. No.
Is it a hyena?
Nope.
That's a beast.
Nope.
I have like 2 more guesses probably.
I'm going to give you 2 more guesses. Do you want a hint?
I'll take 1 more hint.
This might just give it to you, but
Okay, well, put me on my misery then. Well, don't put me up, but give me the hint.
it's furry, hairy maybe.
Yeah, and I already guessed hobgoblin. It wasn't a hobgoblin. The hell else is furry up there that's goblinoid? I wait. Is there another thing? No, those are gnolls. The gnolls hang out with the goblins, and the goblins run the show. And Volo's up there, and it's furry. I'm just like I'm stuck on the whole goblin.
1 more hint,
Okay.
and this is even less direct, but one of them is a vendor in the second act. Second act is big, but you know, it's true.
That guy's a hobgoblin. He's not a hobgoblin? Tav, whatever his name is, Zav, it's a freaking hobgoblin.
Are you giving up?
Wait a second.
Let's see.
Okay, because it's a race. It's a playable race in 5e, isn't it? That doesn't count as my question. It's not?
I don't know. Well, they made everything playable in 5e in the expansion, so
One
it's
of these,
possible.
they got long arms. These guys have long arms.
That's a statement, and I'm just going to say you're right. They do.
What? What is it called? But it's not a hobgoblin. It's a... Okay, that's not doing it. I know, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm just not going to get it.
Do you want to see it?
I know what it looks like. Oh, it's a bugbear!
It's a bugbear!
Oh, it's a bugbear! Oh, I'm so mad right now. You want to know why? Because I made a Way of the 4 Elements monk with a bugbear. Because then you get... Because the Way of the 4 Elements gives you extra reach. And so does the bugbear. So yeah, you have like 20-foot reach with your punches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, that was... I'm sorry.
Hey. It's like so in front of your nose. It's one of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, like hobgoblin, bugbear.
It's essentially the same thing.
They're very
in
similar.
my mind.
They're very similar.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening, everybody. Sorry about that terrible D&D 20 questions, but I guess a win's a win?
Yeah, we're calling it a win.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to our show, to this painful D&D 20 questions. But if you have any questions for us or corrections, or you just want to rage about that, feel free to send them into hobbyestgameguys@gmail.com. It's hobbyist with an E. If you liked it, rate it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or your other podcasting platforms of choice. This has been Hobbyist Game Guys podcast. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.